In the heart of a realm where magic still breathed in every tree and river, there stood the magnificent kingdom of Madria, a land so powerful that even the stars seemed to bow to its crown. See, that's how it's done, Mike. You were just lucky this time. The young man scowled, brushing dust off his coat. Princess Helena, who had been watching from the steps of the training yard, raised an eyebrow at his tone. Princess Mari whispered beside her, "Are you going to let him talk to you like that? Even if he is your cousin?" Helena smiled faintly. "You don't get to choose family, at least you can choose your friends. He's only jealous, Mari. If I weren't in the line of succession, he'd be the heir." "Still, you're thinking too much about it. No one in this entire kingdom could match your skill at riding or swordplay." Helena's hand drifted to her chest. "Oh, my pendant." She bent down quickly. "No, I'll get it." The tiny jewel, a shimmering charm of silver and sapphire, rested in the saddle of her horse. "Dragon." Mari frowned. "You really shouldn't take that thing off. It's enchanted." Before Helena could respond, a steward appeared. "Your Highness, the King and Queen request your presence in their private chambers." Moments later, Helena stood before her parents. The king smiled proudly. "My darling, my perfect queen," he said, cupping her face. "Father, it's too soon." "Enough," he said with rare firmness. "You shall be crowned on the first stroke of midnight, the moment you turn 18. Only 5 days from now." The vanishing. 4 days passed like quicksilver. Then, on the morning of the 5th day, chaos erupted. "Your Highness," a guard shouted, bursting into the throne room. "The princess. She's nowhere in the palace." "What?" the king's voice thundered. "Impossible. Search everywhere." Queen Seraphina clutched her husband's arm. "Do you think—" "No," he muttered, his face pale. "It can't be." "Any word from the patrols?" Mari demanded. Mike smirked coldly from across the hall. "Very responsible of her. Vanishing right before her coronation." "Mike," Mari snapped. "Did she run away because she didn't want to be queen?" "She'd never act so recklessly," said Jack, the captain of the guard. Unless someone kidnapped her." Before anyone could answer, a commotion arose at the gates. A lone horse galloped in. Helena's loyal steed. "Dragon, dragon," Mari whispered, rushing forward. "Where's the princess?" The massive black stallions snorted and stamped the ground, riderless. Dragon never returned without Helena unless she sent him away. Something was terribly wrong. "We have no choice," Queen Seraphina said gravely. "Her birthday is tonight. If we cannot find her, perhaps her fairy godmother can help," Mari suggested. "No time," the king said sharply. "I must leave at once." "Leave where?" Mari called after him, but he was already gone. Clues in the saddle. Later, in the royal stables, Mari ran her hands over Dragon's saddle and froze. "Jack, look what I found." She held up Helena's pendant. "Her godmother gave her this," Jack murmured. "It's meant to shield her from every kind of dark magic." "Then why would she take it off?" Mari asked. "She didn't just drop it," Jack said grimly. "It's tucked neatly into the leather strap. She removed it on purpose. She didn't want to be protected." "But why?" "Whatever this is," Jack said, "it's tied to her 18th birthday. The godmother's warning." Mari and Jack sought out Helena's fairy godmother, a wise woman named Isolde, who lived deep in the Whispering Woods. "My godchild's best friend," Isolde greeted calmly when they arrived. "You found this in the saddle." She barely glanced at the pendant. "You don't seem surprised," Mari said, confused. "Sometimes," Isolde said softly, "embracing darkness is the only path to light. I knew this day would come. Helena must write her own destiny. She didn't want protection from evil," Jack said slowly. "Why? Find out why she left," Isolde replied. "The why holds all your answers." Tracking the princess. Back at the palace, Mari gathered the servants. "When did you last see the princess?" she asked. I saw her last night," a maid stammered. "She was on the 3rd floor, near the library." She looked troubled. Mari turned to Mike. "You argued with her." "I only tried to stop her," he said defensively. "She was leaving her chambers at midnight. I told her I'd inform the king if she didn't go back. She returned. That's all." "Do you believe him?" Jack whispered. "Yes," Mari said reluctantly. "He's telling the truth." Secrets in the library. The 3rd-floor library stretched endlessly, filled with dusty scrolls and chronicles of Madria's proud history. "This will take forever," Mari muttered, pulling down a massive tome. "Focus on 30 years ago," Jack advised. Something happened then. Something legendary. They searched until Mari gasped. Here, a record of a great battle. The text described a war Madria had almost lost. The enemy had breached the gates. The king had been urged to flee through a secret tunnel to seek help from an ally, King Wendell. But something else happened that night. Something not written openly in any book. As they read, a hidden parchment slipped from between the pages. A secret letter written by the king himself. The witch's bargain. The letter told a chilling tale. 30 years ago, as King Alaric fled through the tunnel, a violent storm struck. He awoke in a dark cavern to find a witch waiting. "I am Noelle," she had said, her eyes glinting. "The storm is mine. Your kingdom teeters on the edge of ruin. I can destroy your enemies in moments, but there is a price." "What do you want?" the young king demanded. "Two things," the witch purred. "First, you must record that I aided you, so your people know they owe me their survival. Second, you will give me your daughter, who will be born 12 years from now, on her 18th birthday. Her spirit will grant me powers beyond imagining. Refuse, and I shall kill you here and now." Alaric had hesitated, but the cries of his soldiers echoed in his heart. He agreed. The witch sent a storm so devastating it obliterated the enemy. Madria rose as the most powerful kingdom in the world, but at a terrible cost. Why Helena left. "So that's it," Mari whispered, horrified. She discovered the truth. She left to sacrifice herself to the witch. To save the king, she must have used the same tunnel, Jack said grimly. And she didn't take her pendant because protection would have doomed her father. Just then, Mari found a folded note near the tunnel entrance. "Mari, if you've come this far, stop. I am determined to save my father and honor a promise made long ago. My parents gave everything to protect me. Now it's my turn. Don't follow. Love, Helena." Mari's eyes burned. "Like I'm going to listen to that." She swung into Dragon's saddle. "Come on, Jack, let's find her." Mike stepped out of the shadows. "I'm coming too." "No, you're not," Jack said sharply. "She needs a royal spirit, right? I'm her cousin. Maybe I can take her place." "That's insane," Mari snapped. "You don't even like her." Mike's jaw tightened. "I may not like her, but I'm no coward." The witch's lair. Dragon led them deep into the ancient woods. To the very place where the legendary storm had been born. The scent of Helena's favorite perfume lingered in the air. "Helena," Mari shouted. The princess stepped out from behind a tree, her face pale but resolute. "I told you not to follow me." "It was my promise, not yours," Mari shot back. "Father." Helena gasped as she saw King Alaric, bound by vines. "No, Helena. The bargain was for me to go." A mocking voice echoed through the clearing. Well, sneered the witch Noelle. "The little princess arrives. And brings friends. How thoughtful." "You want my spirit?" Helena demanded. "Then take it. But do it quickly. My father's army is on its way." Noelle laughed. "Your father's soldiers are no threat to me. I have waited 30 years for this moment. Only when a royal spirit ascends the throne of the ancient wizard King Calabash, and surrenders it to me, will I gain ultimate power." She raised her staff. "Come closer, child, the battle of spirits." But Mike stepped forward. "Take me instead. I'm royal too." "No," Helena cried. "How noble," the witch sneered. "But I need the rightful heir. Your spirit is strong, boy, but hers is priceless." As Noelle chanted, dark magic swirled around them. Helena struggled, but Mike broke free of Jack's grip and charged. "Over my dead body." The witch hissed, "So be it." A flash of lightning struck, and Mari tackled Helena to the ground as the spell went awry. Instead of consuming the princess's spirit, the ritual recoiled, devouring the witch's own power. "No," Noelle shrieked. "It's impossible. Royal spirit, corrupted, ruined." The ground cracked open, swallowing her into darkness. "Homecoming. Helena, are you all right?" Mari gasped, helping her up. "I'm fine," Helena whispered, trembling. "But Mike, I'm alive," he groaned, brushing soot from his cloak. "That punch hurt though. Ouch." King Alaric broke free of his bonds and embraced his daughter. "My brave girl. How did you find out?" "I could tell you and Mother were hiding something," Helena said softly. "I overheard you talking that night. And I found the rest in the library. Never hide anything from me again," she added sternly. "I promise," the king said, his voice thick with emotion. With the witch destroyed, her dark bargain dissolved forever. Helena returned to the palace with her friends. ready to ascend the throne. Not as a victim of fate, but as a queen who had written her own destiny. Epilogue. And so, Madria remained safe. Not because of storms or witchcraft, but because of loyalty, courage, and the willingness to honor promises, even when they demanded sacrifice. In the end, it wasn't dark magic that protected the royal family. It was love, friendship, and the determination to do what was right.